Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. So, guys, some of you wanted to know my opinion about Crawford and Spence. If they were to fight, what happens? What do I think happens? And what's my opinion? Listen, it's a great fight. It's a great fight for boxing. It's a massive fight for boxing. I think personally, this is how I see it. Now, a lot of you Crawford fans, you've come on to me. You've attacked me, calling me a Crawford hater. Really giving me a lot of stick of late. But I just want to say I have no ill feeling towards Crawford. I like Crawford. I have no problem with Crawford. I'm just giving you my honest opinion on what I think. And it's just like you as a Crawford fan thinking that Crawford will win these fights. I disagree. It's just my opinion. I'm not being a hater. I'm just giving you my personal opinion about what I think. So in this fight with Spence and Crawford, listen, Crawford we know is a very tricky guy. I just think he's too small. And I think Errol Spence is too big. I think Errol Spence is too big, too strong. And I think Errol Spence probably stops Terence Crawford. Of what I've seen so far in Terence Crawford's career, I believe Errol Spence will knock out Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford is not big enough. I think Terence Crawford doesn't take a shot as well as Spence. I know that from his career. And I think Errol Spence, when he lands on Terence Crawford's chin, I think there could be a problem. And that's not hating on him. That's just from what I've seen. Guys, if Kavalauskas is hurting Crawford, right, you got a problem taking punches from Spence. If Kavalauskas is wobbling you and dropping you, So I think Terence Crawford's got a problem against Errol Spence because he may be trickier, he may be able to move, but the problem is I don't think he can hurt Spence. I don't think here's where I think the fight's won and lost. I don't think Crawford can hurt Spence. I believe Spence can hurt Crawford. That's the problem. Errol Spence has got a great chin. Terence Crawford hasn't. From what we've seen so far, he can be hurt. He gets hit and hurt, and he hasn't fought anyone that punches as well as Spence. So I think that's where the problem is for Crawford in this fight. I think Spence is very big, and I don't think Spence is going to have any respect for Terence Crawford's power. So Terence Crawford's going to have to walk a tightrope and win a decision against Errol Spence. While Errol Spence could win by knockout, win by decision, Errol Spence showed in the Mikey Garcia fight he can box. So I think Errol Spence is a problem for Terence Crawford. I do. I think Errol Spence is probably too big, too strong. And that's not hating. That's just me giving an honest opinion. That's just me telling you that I think Errol Spence is too big at welterweight. He is. He's a big welterweight. He's a guy that's easily probably going to finish his career at middleweight. He's a big dude. And Terence Crawford's not. Terence Crawford started his career at 135. So he's not a big dude, right? Terence Crawford and Amir Khan started their careers at 135. Errol Spence is a natural welterweight. His first pro fight was at welterweight. He wasn't at lower weight classes. He's a natural welterweight. He can't make 140 or 135. Terence Crawford can. And I know size isn't everything, but I think size is going to play a big factor in this fight. But Spence is massive. Even when they were standing next to each other, Spence looked massive, right? And I just don't like the stylistically. I think it's a horrible matchup for Crawford. I think Spence knocks him out, and that's just my honest opinion. I think Spence will stop him, but if Crawford wins that fight, then Crawford definitely cements his pound for pound legacy, cements his legacy as a fighter. He does if he wins that fight. He'll prove me wrong. He'll prove a lot of people wrong. But I do think Errol Spence is a problem. Stylistically, styles make fights. And Errol Spence has got a granite chin. He punches hard. He's a pressure fight. He literally pressure burst pipes. And Errol Spence is the thing is about Errol Spence. It's controlled aggression. It's not reckless aggression. It's not like Madonna, you can say it's reckless. He's putting a lot of pressure, but at times it can be reckless pressure. This is controlled, and he knows what he's doing, and he's systematically breaking you down. That's the problem, and I don't believe Crawford, right, has the power to hurt Spence, and I believe Spence can hurt Crawford. That's the issue here. It'll also come down to whether Errol Spence is the same fighter after the accident. Because if Errol Spence has declined after that accident, we don't know where he is at. If what I'm basing this on is that Errol Spence is the same fighter he was before the accident, right? If it's that same Errol Spence, I think he wins by knockout. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.